Hey everyone, welcome back. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Josephine Fusco and I am a professional makeup artist based out of New York. And today for this Foundation Friday, I am going to be going over the MAC Face and Body Foundation. Now before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and that little bell next to it. Make sure you click that so that you'll always be notified of my new videos that come and go live. All right, so let's go over this foundation. So I picked up the MAC Face and Body Foundation. The shade that I got was C3. This retails for $38. If you do have a MAC Pro discount, you get 40% off of products in MAC, except for special edition products. Now, this foundation is supposed to be extremely lightweight, but it is supposed to be excellent for all skin types. It is supposed to be very long lasting, 8 hours. I felt it lasted longer than that. I'm going to tell you why later on in the video. It's supposed to give you minimal coverage, hydration, but not looking oily, and it's supposed to blend seamlessly onto the face. Every time I went into MAC, they would tell me you have to get the face and body. I was like, oh, I don't know, it's so lightweight, I don't know. So it took me a couple of years before I actually jumped onto the bandwagon and got it. So the other day I was in Manhattan with a client and I picked this up. I went in. The makeup artist that was working there was like, you're gonna love this foundation, I'll tell you right now, especially if you're into a new foundation or you want something new for your kit, because I'm trying to find other replacements for other foundations that I have that I love, but I just feel like some of them are starting to get discontinued and it's time for me to branch out and find new ones. I do want to show you how it looks when it applies. I'm going to actually show you this in the demo too, but maybe we could just show a little bit. You see how it's kind of like dripping down the hand a little bit here, and it moves, very light coverage. It almost feels like watery. It's definitely not serum-like, but what's nice is that it does resemble your skin. So beautiful. So my hands are always lighter than my face, but what's nice is that it actually matched my skin tone perfectly. And I think C3 is actually one of the colors that can go for a lot of different skin tones because I'm pretty pale. But so here we go. So this is C3. Now you see the difference in coverage in both of them, how nice it looks. So here it's, you know, just kind of like blah and white, and here it just evens it out. And I'm going to try and get a little bit closer to show you guys. So here we go. Here is the face and body, and here is nothing. So with that said, I want to get into the demo and show you guys 2 ways that I did it and 2 thoughts that I had after I was done doing the foundation. The shade that I picked up was C3, and I'm going to be using my Pro Beauty Blender for this review. It's definitely light coverage. I don't feel that this is medium coverage at all, and they had told me that. They did say that this is a great everyday foundation, so I'm hoping that it really does fulfill that criteria. I do feel with the Beauty Blender the foundation gets a little lost right now is what I can tell. So I'm going to add some more. This is like your everyday foundation when you really don't want a lot of coverage, but you want it to be weightless and seamless and not really go into the fine lines, the wrinkles, or just give you just a little hint of color on the skin to actually just even it out. I'm going to change the position of my table a little bit and see if I could get a little closer straight on to the camera. It just gives you just like a hint of color to even out the skin tone. This is similar to me, what I can tell is like a BB cream. I kept hearing that, you know, this would be great for my clients. I don't know, for even my most natural clients, I don't know if this would really offer the coverage that I'm looking for it to look a certain way in the camera. But let's see how if I add a little bit more what it's going to do. I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that I'm using the Beauty Blender that I feel that maybe it's eating some of the foundation as I'm applying it. I don't know, but let's try it out. I think it's the Beauty Blender that's doing it, to be honest with you. Because this is such a lightweight foundation, I don't feel that using the Beauty Blender to apply it is going to be the best method. Right, so right now, I can't say I'm in love with it. I think it's nice. I think it's very sheer. That was the word I'm looking for. It's very sheer. Let me see what else. It definitely looks like myself, like maybe if I had like a little bit of a tinted moisturizer on, I would say. But for the most part, you know, I think it's okay every day. I'm gonna do my makeup and then I'll return and let you guys know my thoughts when my makeup is on. All right, so I just went to do my makeup. I kept it simple so that you could see the quality of the foundation. I didn't set it with any powders. I normally don't, so I'm not gonna do that right now with you guys either. But what I can tell you, this is definitely a really nice light coverage foundation. Now I wanna see the difference between applying it with the Beauty Blender, because I feel that with the Beauty Blender, some of the product gets lost. That's what happens a lot of times. I notice when I do apply foundations, even on my clients, I do notice that sometimes depending on the foundation that I'm using, some of the foundation gets lost and it gets eaten up by the Beauty Blender. So far what I like is that it's definitely light coverage. I don't find this anywhere to be near medium coverage. So for those of you that are looking for like extra light coverage, this is it. Definitely better than a BB cream. Very similar to a BB cream and one of those light coverage CC creams. That's what I could tell you right now. And I do feel that it gives my skin like just a very natural, soft, subtle appearance on the foundation. I don't feel like I look overdone. So with that said, so far I really like this. I am going to try this one other way. I'm going to try and apply this with a foundation brush and see the difference in the application. So I'm going to continue tomorrow with that, and I'll be right back and I'll show you guys that part of my video. Okay, sorry I had to change my background a little bit. It was getting too dark in here, so I'm still trying to adjust my settings on my camera. But so today I'm going to try the MAC Face and Body Foundation using either my hands or I'm going to go in with a foundation brush. I did overall like the foundation yesterday. I thought it looked great. It lasted up until late at night and it just looked very natural. A little tiny hint of a glow I had on the skin, but nothing where I looked oily. So I was excited about that. My initial impression yesterday was it's okay, you know, so I'm hoping today I get a little bit of a better application and hopefully fall in love with this foundation just the way everybody else does. Since this is such a cult favorite of so many makeup artists, I really don't want to give up on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by applying my first layer here on this side of my face using actually the Makeup Forever 108 straight foundation brush. I want to see how it applies, and if I have to go in with it, I'll go in with a MAC 130 brush. So let's see how it goes today with that. And then on this side, I think I'm going to use my fingers because it is such a light foundation. I feel that the Beauty Blender would literally just soak it right up, and I just feel that that's a waste of product, especially for such a nice product like this that it is a very natural looking foundation. I'm going to take the flat 108 brush. This is a straight brush from Makeup Forever. I am liking this so much better today. I can tell right now with the brush how nice it applies on the skin. So much better. Definitely get a better application using a brush. I can tell you that much right now. I feel that it just evens out the skin tone beautifully right now using this. So you can see on this side of my face I have nothing, and on this side of my face I have the foundation. So you still see a little imperfections, little amounts of imperfections come through, not bad. And actually, you know what, that's okay, because when you're wearing a foundation like this and you want it to resemble your skin, it's good. So what I want to do next is maybe add one more layer just using this brush. So again, I'm going to apply the product right here, and I love it. Okay, I love it so much better today. Yesterday, it really wasn't doing anything for me. And I kept saying to myself, I don't understand how these makeup artists are so in love with it when I'm not getting the result that I want out of it. And that was really bothering me. So I'm kind of like pressing it onto the skin, actually, as you could tell. You're trying to find a foundation that you want to use for every day, or you even want to incorporate it in your kit. It's like you have to go through such a process to find a foundation that's going to give you exactly what you want, and it's just so difficult. You know, I have to test everything out on myself for weeks or sometimes even months before I know that it's something that I definitely want to keep in my kit or just keep as part of my foundation routine. So it's very difficult. Okay, so we have 2 applications on this side. Obviously I have nothing on this side. You can see how like uneven I am. And then on this side, it just gives you like literally the cleanest, everyday, neutral coverage that you can think of. So now I want to do this side with my fingers. You know, years ago when I used to do makeup on myself, initially before brushes became like this huge sensation phenomenon about how many different brushes you could use, the best way I applied foundation was with my fingers. I felt I got the best application using my fingers, and I still believe in that because a lot of times I apply concealers, I use my fingers because the warmth from your skin will actually apply the foundation and concealer so much better. So let's go into this side with my fingers, like a nice amount on my finger. And okay, see the difference? Okay. So I'm just gonna go in like sweeping motions with my finger, and I am really going to work the product into my skin, almost as if I was wearing a moisturizer. And you're going to feel it like almost dry, just the way I did on that one. See how liquidy it is? Just starts going down. Just to tell you, it's really light coverage. It's nice. I'm gonna put it. If you let it sit a little bit, it actually has a little bit more give, which is nice. I have nothing on my face other than the foundation. This is with the brush. This is with my fingers. It gives you basically the same exact application. As of right now, I happen to really like this foundation. This is extremely light coverage, like the lightest coverage you could possibly think of. This is like one step up from a BB cream if you come to think of it. I want you to just see the color comparison on my hand. So I'm C3, but you see my hands are so much lighter than my body just because they're always in water. I'm always washing them. So this is C3. I think that this is the most neutral tone that you can find. I went on YouTube just to do a little research on color tones, and I feel like so many girls are using C3 from the lightest to the deepest of like tan shades. All right, makeup is on. I have on my face is basically what I have on, an exception to the MAC Face and Body, is everything that I spoke about in the everyday makeup versus the Instagram makeup video that I did just a few days ago. So I'll put a link down below so that you could check it out. But this is pretty much how I do makeup every single day. Right now, I love the application that I'm getting from putting it on with the 108 brush from Makeup Forever. I went to do my makeup, and the window that I have in front of my vanity where I do my makeup, it actually showed me the clarity and the beauty of the makeup that I have on right now. It just looked so good. So now I know why this is such a cult favorite of everyone. As for yesterday, I feel that the Beauty Blender just soaked up the foundation so much, and that's why I was like, what is so great about this? I just don't get it. So my final thoughts on the product, the MAC Face and Body Foundation. I love this foundation. I can tell you, all of you right now, that this is a great foundation. It is not oversaturated on the skin. It doesn't look cakey. It honestly has to be one of the best foundations that I have ever tried. Give you that skin-like appearance, and it takes me such a long time to find those types of products that are going to do that. So I am so pleased with it, and I think that this is going to be a great, for me, everyday foundation. I mean, even if you're going out and you don't like to wear foundation, then this is definitely for you. I have some of you on here that are starting to experiment with foundations, whether you're young or you're older, and this is a great starting point. I mean, the truth is, you will not look like you have foundation on. So if you're looking for that look, definitely go with this foundation. It's also very long lasting. It says that it should last up to 8 hours. I think I get way more than 8 hours out of the product. I didn't get to wash my face until about almost 9:30 last night. I had it on well over 8 hours, and I cooked, I cleaned, I did so much. I mean, I got things done for my clients. I was running around all day. And what I can tell you is that the foundation really didn't move. And I was quite impressed with that, because usually when you have a light coverage such as this, you do get some type of movement, and I didn't feel any of that at all, which I thought was great. So thank you so much everyone for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that little bell that's next to my subscribe button so that you'll be notified every time a video goes live, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it on your social media so that others can see this information, and I'll see all of you in my next video.